The film you are about to see represents a significant breakthrough in the advancing science of the motion picture. For years, the industrial film has been plagued by the always difficult, sometimes impossible to explain costs of original creative thinking in script preparation, photography, and editing. Now, at last, we are pleased to announce the elimination of these unnecessary irritants through the utilization of a hard-hitting, versatile, and all-encompassing film document. The first truly all-purpose film. When viewing this film, please keep your company name and your product in mind. You are about to witness history in the making.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a noisy third shift. I've got a bunch of machines running apparently, mulching up some metal. And I got to arrange my backpacks a little bit here. I went some resource gathering. With my inventory quite the mess. So just a little bit of organization. I am doing this on the evening of the new Minecraft update to 1.1. And I want to say I am completely and utterly underwhelmed by the nearly 2 months of work. Or, not 2 months of work, but 2 months of time passage in comparison to the number of updates. Now, when we were last here, I had started setting up an automatic food farm, which is almost done, not quite. I still have to make a little bit of automation. But let me show you. And that is so noisy up there. You have no idea. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have no effect on the sounds whatsoever of industrial crap. Oh, maybe that worked. Alright. So, yes, 1.1 is out. And before we discuss that, you'll see that once I hit this little test lever I put down here, the harvesters, which are these little devices here, I showed you how to make those, will start picking at the things, and they will start moving things upon these little conveyor belts here. And it's so cool. And you got to be aware that these engines here can overheat, by the way. But as they get warmer and warmer, right now they're on their cool phase, and so they're a little bit slow. But once they warm up, they start turning yellow, and then orange, and then red, and they start getting faster and faster. So now they have harvested pretty much all the wheat that they're going to harvest. And we turn off the lever, let the wheat settle in, and food is harvested. This is now a combination between Buildcraft, Minecraft Reloaded, and a little bit of an industrial craft here and there. Actually, there's no industrial craft here. It's Buildcraft and Minecraft, or Minefactory Reloaded. So anyway, also if you supply power, you might be wondering about these weird stone setup. If you apply power to conveyor belts at all, they stop. So now all the wheat and the seeds have appeared here, and eventually I'll put all these levers upstairs where I can just go blap. And this is still a redstone engine, so it's a little slow. All these things are going to start moving up the pipes. Excuse me. So, anyway, now I am into my second food farming area, which is the Fishery. And I'll show you how to make these. Basically, it's the steel ingots that you make from Minecraft Reloaded, and you put a fishing pole in the middle. It's not too difficult. So, and then what you do, this one's incomplete. And fishing is a little bit slow, which is why I'm going to set up a whole bunch of them. And I've got all that string to do that. They start pumping out, and there's a very small chance that a fishery will pick up a fish. So eventually that will pick up a whole bunch of food. Alright, so you got all this food, okay. And the wheat is going to go through these pipes. Pipes are easy to make. These are stone pipes. And you just put 2 pieces of cobblestone on either end and a piece of glass in the middle. This one is an iron pipe. This is a separator. Basically it has filters, and I have this set to seed filters, which will put seeds in this pipe below once the seeds start coming out. Right now they're in line versus the wheat here, so you got to kind of wait. And if you go down here, you will see that the seeds will randomly kind of filter in here. The problem is most of the seeds will fall into the first 3 with this setup, and I got to kind of improve that. I just wanted to test it out, make sure everything works. Alright. So, what else do I got here? Uranium ore, bunch of chests, and... Alright, so, we got this all set up. The fisheries are going. Well, I stopped them. And eventually, if I leave this engine running, it's going to overheat. But that's going to be a while. Anyway, so 1.1 came out, and a statue. That's one of my statues. It includes a whole bunch of not very interesting things, I think. And we got the bow enchantments. You know how many enchantments I've really made since I've been playing Minecraft 1.0 or 1.9, I think it is. Since the enchantments first came out, I've not made too many. So I mean that's great. Eventually I will get around to it, but with all the stuff I have installed now, it's really not going to make much of a difference. These metal mulchers are going to continue to keep going. Sounds really weird. And I also have more battery boxes installed. Let's see. So they'll work in tandem to feed power into this one. Basically, power comes in from the solar panels, feeds into this one, which feeds it out into here, but it also feeds it back into the system and comes back out there. So it's a whole power loop thing. It's so cool. And they've made the compressor, which is kind of cool. The compressor is interesting, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But we're going to go back to 1.0. Okay, bow enchantments. That's great. New language translations. That's good for, the people who do not speak the English or, whatever. If you speak another language, that's very cool for you. And we got sheep eat grass to regain their wool. Whoopee! I mean, that's a good feature and all, but not really. These things are not showing me 2 months of work here. And I know Mojang was on vacation for a little bit of that time, but I mean, okay. Added spawn eggs to creative. The colors of the eggs even look like the mobs. I have no idea what that's talking about. Don't care. Added world type options, currently only super flat and default. Alright. There's now a golden apple recipe, which I thought there was way before, so I don't know what's going on there. Slightly smooth color transitions between biomes. Okay. Remove brewing time to 20 seconds. Again, I don't like the alchemy system. Remove collision box from ladders. Okay. And bug fixing, which is good. Bug fixing is always good. Okay. Now, what does this series of updates tell me? It tells me Mojang does not have enough big enough team for working on Minecraft. Let's make sure all this wheat is coming up to the proper place. See, now all the wheat will travel up and up and up and up. Up and over. And it'll come over into this chest. And basically feed into this chest where I can feed myself. This has always been my main workshop. Alright, so yes, it tells me Mojang is not a big enough team to be working on Minecraft, their most popular and successful game. I have a personal opinion that they're not focusing properly, and that's my opinion. I don't know if it's your opinion, but they seem to be concentrating on scrolls and Cobalt, which is actually a different development team. But they're not concentrating properly where they should be, where Minecraft is their most popular game. And this is where their focus needs to be. See, you can see the engine is already warmed up here. Excuse me while I take a drink, because my throat has all of a sudden gotten bleh. Alright, so that is my opinion. I think they need to get, more people on the Minecraft boat. And so, yes, we're back here. How many seeds do I have left? I have about 5 seeds left. Once the seeds are done. And then, there's no automatic way to detect when something is out. Now, like I said, the seeds will mostly fall in the first 3 things here, so you just gotta check them every once in a while. And just make sure there's enough seeds to be planted. Alright, so, and I could probably improve this whole design, I don't know. So, once the seeds are all back into the system, we start regrowing. It's so fun and exciting, it's not. I mean, it is. Alright, so now I can shut down this engine. And the seeds are getting filtered through their proper filter. And once this is done planting, I can turn these machines off. The ones below, not the harvesters. They're only running once everything is grown. And I could actually add fertilizers to here to just pop them up and make everything grow instantly. But I don't really need that. By the time this is done growing is by the time I'll get hungry with the bread. So I eat lots of bread now. Yay. Alright. So, that's that.
It's time for Random Science Fact.
See so many Indians?
Like, man, there must be a million of them. We better, go on back.
What's the matter? You some kind of a nut or something? What about our age-old dream of a better life?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Like wagons,